100. Let me tell you what happens when the GO goes to minister anywhere. Just so that you understand what you are doing here as volunteers. Just so that you would know what you're meant to be doing as you're lifting up the hands of this gentleman that has called you, and your HODs and your CPOs and the assistants and everyone else in between. Every time a soul is won, backtrack it. Heaven does mathematics like no man's business. So if Daddy Joe wins 1,000 souls, he's not the only one that is getting the crown. You're like, what? Stay with me. It is chopped down. If we choose, it is chopped down to everybody that was in the service. Why? Somebody went to buy diesel to ensure that our vehicles will move. Somebody went to buy petrol. Somebody else ironed his clothes. Sholo. If you know who you know, then you know. Somebody else washed the cups. You know, our voice is the most important weapon we have. I did not realize that until this stage that I'm in now. We do half and half room temperature water, half hot water. It's probably the best secret that a speaker of the gospel needs, because it helps your vocal cord. Man, you don't know how powerful your weapon is. The Bible says that how would they change if they don't hear? If you don't feel talk, how would they hear? Regardless of how loaded you are. If your voice is gone, your voice is gone. So you have to take care of your voice. So somebody washes the cup properly, so it's disinfected like a baby's cup. Somebody made sure it was Nestle water that was boiled, not any other kind of water. Somebody made sure that there was battery inside the microphone. In some cases, they use their own money. If they're wise, they will use their own money. But if they go and meet the pastor, for how much battery? 6K battery. How much do they sell battery now, my guy? How much? You don't know. 5. Okay, pack. Okay. Now what happens is this. He makes an altar call. Pile all of that together with the people that provide the water to wash hand and soap and all of that. Add it all together. 1,000 people comes. Everyone starts to chop it down and divide it over everybody that was in that chain, including the little girl that they sent to go and buy sardines, so that they will be able to put that into the sandwich that they are giving the man of God on his way out. Heaven doesn't leave anybody behind. We track everyone. But all of us here as volunteers will now have the rewards stacked on top of us. But anytime that you are not living right with God, there's a blockage. Your reward is on the other side. There's a ceiling. You as an entity is meant to let it receive and download. It's there until you remove whatever it is that is your problem. Pride, hunger for position, unhealthy need for money just so you can show off. What else? The fact that we're in a nation, and especially we're youths in most cases, that deep thirst for sexual things that are not even normal. And the temptation is everywhere. You can literally not open any social network right now without there being some sort of temptation. But the ability for you to kill that completely, so that every benefit. You see, some of the drivers that work with us are drivers turned police officers, and one of them said something and he did not even know what he was saying. He said that we went to police college training, on the return they were offering us to go and work for one VIP that was going to pay almost 10 times what we are getting paid by this mission, RCCG. But he said, I discovered something. The fact that I serve with Daddy Gio, regardless of whatever the smaller amount the mission is paying me, I can count how many times a year my children go to hospital. I can count how many times I've had any emergencies. Other people might get robbed, but when it comes to my house, they skip it.